I'm about to quiz you on your favorite Disney couples in honor of Valentine's Day. 26 clues spanning 5 different categories with 30,000 points up for grabs. As always, I'll be your host, Bryan Perri, and let's see how you do in episode 103 of Disney Jeopardy. $2,802 clues have come and gone, but today is a brand new ball game. Like I said, it's all about Disney love in this Valentine's Day special of Disney Jeopardy. So without further delay, let's check out the board and see the categories you will be playing. Flirtatious words will kick things off. I'll be reading you some quotes from different Disney movies. You have to tell me who's speaking them. Second category, you'll be playing real Disney couples. This is all about real actors and actresses who ended up together, who happen to have starred in different Disney projects. The third category, you'll be playing Death Did Us Part, all about your favorite widowers and widows in the Disney universe. The fourth category is your theme park category of the week, Walt Disney World. All right, not my best work in terms of wordplay. It could also be called Disneyland. This is all about different scenes you can see within Disneyland and Walt Disney World where characters are kissing. And the fifth and final category is your Club DJ member category of the week. It is That's Our Song. I renamed the category from the poll, which was Name the Couple Based on Music. That won by an overwhelming margin. And with that, it is now time for the easiest round of the game, the Cupcake Round. Each of these clues are worth just 200 points each, and as we get this game started, we're starting with flirtatious words, and for this first one, I'm asking you, who are the two characters in the scene where this line is uttered? Here we go. This is awkward, not you're awkward, but just where I'm awkward. You are gorgeous. The correct answer is Princess Anna of Arendelle and Prince Hans. Yes, that's right. Princess Anna, before she ever met Kristoff, was already shooting her shot with Prince Hans by telling him to his face that he was gorgeous. And I mean, when you look at these sideburns, who could disagree?
Again?
Oh boy.
This is awkward. Not you're awkward, but just because I'm awkward. You're gorgeous. Wait, what?
Here we go. Second clue of the game. It's real Disney couples. Spider-Man and MJ are engaged. Well, at least these two actors are. The correct answer is Tom Holland and Zendaya.
Hey, sorry, I'm late. It's fine. You ready?
Yeah.
You're gonna love this.
Here comes Death Did Us Part for the first time. After the tragic passing of his wife, a widower makes it a point to get to Paradise Falls, a destination the two saved up to visit for her passing in this film. Well, the answer is literally in the clue. It, of course, has to do with the tragic love story, beautiful love story, also kind of tragic love story, of Carl and Ellie. That answer is up. Onto Walt Disney World for the first time. The Little Mermaid, Ariel's undersea adventure, and Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid, are two pretty much identical attractions that both feature the famous Kiss the Girl scene from the movie. Name which one sits in the Magic Kingdom and which sits in California Adventure. Not exactly sure why they didn't just use the same name on both attractions, but here we are. The correct answer is the Magic Kingdom got Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid, and California Adventure is home to The Little Mermaid, Ariel's undersea adventure. And here comes That's Our Song for 200.
That visions are seldom all they see.
Well, you can hear that tune not the first time Philip meets Aurora, because that time he looked at her like this, but the first time when they met as adults, pretty much, in the forest. Correct answer is Prince Philip and Princess Aurora.
That visions are seldom all they
there you go, cupcake round complete. We shift over to the 400-point round now, which I will tell you now is a little tougher. It begins with flirtatious words for 4. Besides being unbelievably handsome, okay, I also happen to come from a fabulously wealthy family. Who said that? And who did he say it to? The correct answer is the greatest prince of all time, the smooth-talking Prince Naveen. He's speaking to Princess Tiana in that moment. The problem is he is a frog, so he's got to impress her with how smooth he is with his words, and he actually does so. He got Tiana to kiss him within 2 minutes.
Oh, but you must kiss me. Look, besides being unbelievably handsome, okay, I also happen to come from a fabulously wealthy family.
On to real-life Disney couples for 4. Jennifer Goodwin and Josh Dallas got married after hitting it off on Once Upon a Time while portraying these 2 Disney characters. Ironically, it's 2 Disney characters who end up together on the show, but don't end up together in Disney animated features. Correct answer is Snow White and Prince Charming. Here comes Death Did Us Part for 4. The type of fish that turns Marlin into a widower. Correct answer is a barracuda.
Coral, get inside the house, Coral.
Move on to Walt Disney World now for the second time. The Kiss Goodnight is an occasional light show and way of Disney telling you, please leave, we are closed. It runs at the end of the day in this park. Correct answer is the Magic Kingdom. Here we go with the second That's Our Song clue.
One song, I have but one song.
What can be heard at the very start of the original Disney feature animated film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So the correct answer is Snow White and Snow Prince.
One song, I have but one song.
Now, I mentioned the prince from Snow White last week. I believe it was in last week's episode at some point, and some people were saying, isn't his name Prince Florian? And it's interesting because Disney has not officially claimed that is his name. Different subdivisions in Disney, even this Lego set, believe that he's called Prince Florian. But Disney feature animation is yet to confirm that. In the original film, he's simply known as the Prince. We move on to the 600-point round now. It kicks off with flirtatious words. Well, I just want to say you're a bright young woman with a beautiful yarn full of hair. Who said it and who'd they say it to? Correct answer is Buzz Lightyear speaking to Jessie.
Ma'am, well, I just want to say you're a bright young woman with a beautiful yarn full of hair. A hair full of yarn. It's, I must go.
Well, aren't you the sweetest space toy I ever met?
Here comes real Disney couples for the third time. One played Mary Poppins and the other played Mr. Fantastic for a small cameo. Mr. Fantastic is about to be played by Pedro Pascal in the upcoming Fantastic Four film, but it wasn't Mr. Fantastic, a Reed Richards in the MCU prior to Pedro, and that was John Krasinski in Doctor Strange's most recent film. He briefly played the superhero, and John Krasinski is married to the present-day Mary Poppins, that being not Pam, but Emily Blunt. On to Death Did Us Part for 6. After this character left his family to pursue a music career, he had second thoughts and attempted to return home to his wife Melda and daughter Coco. That is a tragic story from Hector in the film Coco.
You walked me to the train station, but I felt a pain in my stomach. I thought it must have been something I ate.
Perhaps it was that chorizo, my friend.
Or something I drank.
Here comes Walt Disney World for 600. In Mickey's PhilharMagic, Donald attempts to kiss this character, but ends up kissing this instead. Donald thought he was going to get a smooch from the Little Mermaid Ariel. When he closed his eyes, he ended up with an eel instead. Here comes That's Our Song for the third time. And the correct answer is Tarzan and Jane. We are more than halfway through the game with 15 clues down and 11 to go. The 800-point round is a dark horse for the hardest round of the game. So prepare yourself. Here we go. It begins with flirtatious words. When someone asks this character what they see in their partner, they respond with, "He makes me laugh." You'll simply have to tell me who said, "He makes me laugh." Oh, the scene comes from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I feel like I don't include enough Roger Rabbit in this show. Maybe I'll include some more in the upcoming episodes, but the scene is between Eddie and Jessica. Correct answer is Jessica Rabbit.
So where to already? My meter's running.
I have to find my darling husband. I'm so worried about him.
Seriously, what do you see in that guy?
He makes me laugh.
On to the 800-pointer for real-life Disney couples. The Lion, the Witch, and the War? Nope. No. Just the Lion and the Witch. This couple is made up of the voice of Disney's most famous lion and one of the witches from Salem. Well, Disney's most famous lion, I guess theoretically could have been Mufasa, but I'm looking for Simba here, and the voice of adult Simba in the original Lion King was Matthew Broderick. He is married to one of the Sanderson sisters. It's Sarah Jessica Parker. Halfway point of round number 4 brings us to Death Did Us Part for 800. The name of Tiana's mother, a character voiced by Oprah, who lost her husband in Princess and the Frog. What is Eudora?
I want that dress.
Now, Sugar
I
Plum.
want that one. Please, please, please.
Eudora, you suppose you could whip something up like that?
Anything for my best customer.
Yeah!
Here comes Walt Disney World for 800. When this Disneyland attraction reopened with a new look in 2021, it unexpectedly caused controversy with a San Francisco media outlet for including what they deemed to be a problematic scene. Okay, I'm going to refrain from including my opinion in this topic, but the correct answer is Snow White's Enchanted Wish. The controversial scene is the finale, when the prince, or Prince Florian for some of you, kissed Snow White without consent. Let me know if you think that scene should have been included in the reimagined attraction. Final clue now of the 800s. It's That's Our Song.
Meant to be.
That snippet is from Nightmare Before Christmas. It ties to Jack and Sally.
Meant to be.
20 clues are down and 6 remain, but before we get to Final Jeopardy on this Valentine's Day weekend, it is time for the most overly dramatic soundtrack reviews unnecessarily spotlighted. Part of the game, the 1,000-point round. Hit it. Okay, let's kick off this 1,000-point round with some sweet talk and its flirtatious words. You'll have to name the 2 characters speaking here. You do swim, do you not? Oh, I swim, pretty girl. Pretty good, good, pretty good, good. Swim good, pretty good. I swim pretty good. Correct answer comes from a movie that might feature the least amount of clues I've included in the 103 episode history of Disney Jeopardy. That film is Atlantis. The correct answer is Kita and Milo.
Kita? What are you doing?
You do swim, do you not?
Oh, I swim pretty girl. Pretty good. Good. Swim good. Pretty good. I swim pretty good.
We move on to the second clue of the dramatic 1,000-point round. It's another real-life Disney couple. Both parties in this couple had run-ins with Captain Jack Sparrow. The wife played one of Sparrow's former flings in Pirates 4, while the husband played Sparrow's nemesis in Pirates 5. Now, just to explain, this has nothing to do with Johnny Depp. No, this has to do with a female and a male that are married. The female starred in Pirates 4, the male starred in Pirates Single. Correct answer is Penelope Cruz, who was Angelica in Pirates of the Caribbean 4 on Stranger Tides. She is married to Javier Bardem, who played Salazar in Pirates 5, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Here comes Death Did Us Part for the final time. This depressed-looking gentleman ends up dying in his film, leaving this character as a widow. That is actually Cinderella's father, who was a widow himself. He eventually dies at the start of Cinderella, and Lady Tremaine is the correct answer here. She becomes a widow. On to Walt Disney World for the final time. On this Walt Disney World attraction, we see the title character lick another and claim that they taste like chicken. That character is Figment, and it obviously is from Journey into Imagination with Figment.
Yeah, I know all about the senses. There's sight, sound, smell, touch, coochie coochie coo, and taste. Tastes like chicken.
Final clue on the board before Final Jeopardy. It's time to identify your final couple based on music. And that 1,000-pointer belongs to the boss and his girlfriend. It's Mickey Mouse and me. And there you have it. 25 clues are down, but you know how this show works. It is now time for the final clue of the game that will ultimately determine how proud of yourself you will be for the next 7 days. It's Final Jeopardy. So let's see what the category is. Pixar animation. That's right. That also means next week's episode 104 will be all about Pixar animation. I'll be covering all 28 Pixar movies. All right, maybe not. There are only 26 clues, but you probably want to study up as much as you can. 28 Pixar films in the Pixar library, plus a couple of famous shorts that you might remember. In terms of the clue today, though, it's all about Pixar history as a whole. It's not about a specific movie. With that knowledge, make your wagers. All right, time is up. Let's check out the final clue in this episode 103 of Disney Jeopardy. Sandwiched between Monsters University and The Good Dinosaur, this was the last year Pixar did not release a film. Good luck. And time is up. And yes, it is 2025. A Pixar film has not yet come out this year, but one is coming out later this year, as long as it doesn't get delayed, that being Elio. What was the last year Pixar didn't release a movie in? Correct answer is 2014. For the record, Disney Feature Animation only released one movie that year. That was, for a bonus point, one single point, Big Hero 6. And that does it for this episode of Disney Jeopardy, episode 103, the Valentine's Day episode. I hope you had a lot of fun. Shout out to all the Club DJ members who make episodes like this possible. I appreciate you all very much. Also, shout out to everyone who submitted a clue for last week's episode. If you want to submit a clue regarding Pixar films, head over to DisneyJeopardy.com right now. Also, Club DJ members, make sure you vote in the poll. You dominated the poll last week. This week's poll, you get to select one of these Pixar characters to have an entire category on. Make sure to let your voice be heard by heading over to the community page right now. Now you know the deal. If you like what you saw, do me a favor, subscribe and click that bell icon. Hello, bell. This way, you're notified every time you come out. You come out? Every time I come out with brand new content. I hope to see you next week, episode 104 for the Pixar special, containing all 28 movies. So study up. See you then.
Bye-bye.